Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm gonna show you two lethal Dust 2 eco round strategies on T side in CS2. These strats are really effective and you can use them in every rounds whenever you are ecoing or even in pistol rounds. I hope you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. So let's talk about the first strat. This strat is used by a professional team called Wildcard, and it's a very popular strat nowadays because it becomes really effective throughout the mid game and has a high chance of winning the round. So let's break the strat down. In the start of the round, 4 players need to run towards tunnel. 3 of them need to position themselves towards the B tunnel, while the 4th player needs to run towards lower tunnel, quickly clear it, and then he needs to shift towards the end of lower tunnel until he reaches this arc. The 5th player quickly needs to run and throw this double door smoke. While looking at this line and lining himself up with it, aim at this dot with the window, and then just simply jump throw. This smoke perfectly covers double doors and blocks CT's vision from CT. After player 5 throws the smoke, he quickly runs towards top middle, crossing through it without worrying of double doors. He just needs to quickly check short to make sure that nobody's pushing, and then when he reaches Xbox, he needs to stop and wait for his teammate to come towards arc. Since player 5 can quickly cross to middle without worrying of double door, he doesn't have to worry about not making any noise since it's gonna be a fake towards middle. Player 4 needs to watch out for short and for pushes from flank while he throws this quick and simple smoke. Player 4 quickly runs up close to the right side of the arc, and then he looks at this top corner and aims slightly to the top right while simply throwing the smoke. This smoke lands here and it blocks off CT's vision from window towards double doors. Also, it blocks off their vision from this box and the other double door. While player 4 throws that smoke, player 5 needs to throw this CT smoke. While crouched, he looks at the small plank and looks at the right nail and aims to the right until he reaches the shadow of the plank, and then while crouched, he simply jump throws. This smoke lands on top of the box and it blocks off CT fully. However, keep in mind that CTs might get boosted up this box, so every time you cross, you do need to check for it. After player 5 and player 4 throw these smokes, player 4 needs to shift back while looking towards short if no one is pushing, and he needs to reach the lower tunnels to gather back with his team. Player 5 needs to wait for his teammate to reach his other group of teammates, and then he needs to throw this flash after 10 seconds. While aiming at the top right of Xbox, he needs to left click the flash. After this flash, player 5 quickly pushes out and goes towards the smoke. However, he does not push it yet because he's waiting for his other teammates to push towards B side. Meanwhile, the other 4 players are gathered around B tunnel preparing to push B side. If tunnel is smoked, then one of the players can just simply line up the simple flash while standing in this corner of the brick, aim exactly at the lamp and just left click throw. After this flash, your teammates need to scatter around and enter the site and try to clear as many angles as they possibly can. However, if tunnel isn't smoked, then you can throw this flash instead. You walk to the corner of this brick post and then you aim at the top roof of the tunnel, more to the right corner. When you see this corner from the arc, then you aim slightly to the left, and while running until you reach this box, you simply throw. This flash is really good because you don't get spotted from enemies and after the flash your team can quickly run towards the right side and they won't get blinded by the flash. As you see, the flash is thrown, but your team does not get blinded fully and then they can quickly and clearly enter the site. After the first contact, you and your teammates quickly push towards site, while player 5 quickly starts to push them from behind, entering double doors and trying to kill them with a flank. When everything is combined, you and your team should quickly and easily enter the site, and you should spot a maximum of 2 players towards B site, as there will definitely be no more than 2 players camping here. So now let's talk about the second strat. This strat is very popular in a lot of Faceit Pro lobbies and is used by a lot of pros in general because it's really effective. Let's break it down. This strat will require 3 smokes and at least 2 flashes. And if you want, you can buy Tech 9s or Deagles. One person needs to throw the same double door smoke as in the previous strat. The rest of the team needs to quickly run towards catwalk without stopping and then throw this flash. To do this flash, you just need to aim at the right side of the window aligned with the end of this wall connecting to the ground, and when you cross these barrels, then you jump throw. Once you throw this flash, you can easily take short control. After throwing the smoke, player 5 needs to quickly run back towards his team to catch up. Then, when you all gather around, you prepare to push short. Since you only have 1 flash left, then you can use it in 2 ways. Rather throw it in here, you walk up close, and then look at this 90-ish degree angle and throw it. This flash is very useful if you want to clear this side of short. Or instead of this flash, you can use it later on when you're gonna push towards the site. You line yourself up with the middle of these metal gates, and then you aim at the top of the slam's rope and right and left click throw. Keep in mind, once this flash is thrown, your teammates need to be turned behind because otherwise they will get flashed. However, before this flash, you do need to throw 2 more smokes, which one person should know, and if he knows them, they're very good and very effective to win the round. To do these smokes, you stand in this singular corner, and then firstly, you have to learn to aim towards this side of the window. You aim in the middle of this shape, and you need to manage to do it without a sniper, since it is an eco round. So, in my opinion, the best way to practice the smoke is to go to a private server and learn it on your own. Once you walk up close to short, you aim exactly in that spot and then simply throw the smoke. And now you need to throw the second smoke. To do the second smoke, it's also a bit difficult to memorize, however it's way simpler than the first smoke. You just have to aim at the top left corner of this light palm tree's leaf. Then, while aiming, you just simply jump through. This smoke lands here, and it blocks off the vision from players inside and oppers or other players who are standing in long. Once these 2 smokes are combined, you can throw a very good lineup to enter the site. Combined with this flash, you and your team enter the site quickly. However, keep in mind that there might be a small gap in here, so just in case, try to cross it as fast as possible. Ideally, if you have 1 more flash, you should throw it behind the ramp. You simply aim above the smoke and just throw it. It bounces off the wall and hits ramp and blinds players from long and from side. However, do keep in mind that you need to watch flank as you throw these 2 smokes. So ideally, one of you could be standing in this corner and sometimes checking Xbox and looking at long as well. Thank you everyone for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. These were the best eco round strategies on Dust 2 as a T in CS2. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.